Hello again to all my City Skylines fans out there, and to those who are new to the channel, welcome thee. Today we are back in the Pacific Northwest project that I'm working on. And speaking of which, we really need to come up with a name for everything here. So I'm not 100% sure what this actually is. It's not a state, but it's bigger than a county. I guess you could say it's a region. So we should probably come up with a name for the region. I don't know. It's Pacific Northwest. I imagine this is kind of maybe Washington State, and it's kind of up near maybe the Canada border, or maybe this is Canada. I don't know. Maybe this is up past Washington State, and we're actually in Canada. Hard to say, but we need to come up with an idea for a name, because calling it the Pacific Northwest Project is just kind of, I don't know, odd. But hopefully you guys can maybe help me come up with a name. I was kind of thinking about maybe calling it Mount something, kind of like Mount Vernon, even though Mount Vernon actually exists. I'm not saying I was going to call it Mount Vernon. I was saying something like Mount Vernon, but I digress. So we were kind of, or I was kind of thinking about maybe calling it something like that, maybe having the word Mount in it. But then again, that would just make for not really a name of a region, but more of a name for just maybe one of the cities or something. And the idea here is that we're building a small city over here, just a small town, and then the bigger city will probably be over here. This will be like the capital of the region or whatever. Like the biggest city in the area will most likely be over in here, because there's like we can put ports and stuff over here, so it will probably encompass all of this over in here. Well, we just kind of decided to start over here in just a smaller town. And we'll probably build up in here too. Maybe we'll build like a town over here, a town down here, and then like a big city up in here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But it needs some names. So if you guys have any names for, I don't know, maybe a specific city or the region or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear them. So without further ado, let's kind of go in here and kind of get started with our build today. So I've heard a couple of complaints that the video was maybe too long, and I understand, because I usually try to make my videos as short as I can, and I don't really want to make them too long. And I say this as I'm sitting here rambling instead of actually doing anything. So I'm going to try to make a shorter episode today. The idea today is we're going to try to build a high school, because I think we should probably use some higher education amongst our citizens here. So we're going to get into that. We got to fix a few problems first. One of which, I want to give a shout out to Robert Davies, who mentioned this to me, and I wasn't 100% sure about this, because I guess I kind of had forgotten. We have a fire breaking out over there. Is the fire department coming? Okay, the fire department is there. They are putting it out. Both of them are there. Okay, they're getting it. All right, but so he had mentioned that when I was adjusting in the last video, when I was working around with our budget, I was adjusting the wrong tabs. And he is 100% right about this. I, at the time, had forgotten or didn't realize that there's a day and a night here, and I was adjusting the wrong one. So we totally need to adjust these here. Let's get these to where they go. Electricity down. This will save us some money. So this entire time, since I'm playing in just daylight mode and not actual nighttime mode, it's we've not been making any money off of this by setting those. So we're gonna turn that up to 125 is good. Turn it down to, even though we're not using that, and we'll turn that up to 125 as well, and turn that down, and that should be good. So again, shout out to Robert Davis for letting me know about this, and I definitely appreciate the help. This is what I'm saying. You guys give me your thoughts and your suggestions. If you see something I'm messing up on, let me know. Maybe I will give you a shout out in the next video. So he also suggested that we keep spaces open for schools and parks and stuff as well, and he is 100% correct on that. For our school though, I was kind of thinking about maybe putting the high school up here, because this oddly shaped kind of block right here would make for a really cool idea for I don't know, for a high school and stuff. And I like the idea of putting it here, and I was playing around with it before I started recording, and it doesn't fit. So then I thought, okay, So what if we do 2 of them? Also, did not fit. Doesn't work. The high school is way too big. So I guess what we're probably going to do, because I didn't want to take all of this down, because I actually want to take this. If I do this, anything in here, it's going to be more commercial, which apparently we are needing right now. But instead, what I kind of want to do is put, maybe I was kind of thinking, well, we have all of this over here, right? We have all of the region over here, all the residential over here, and we have all this residential over here. So maybe put it in the middle. So I was kind of thinking, well, you know, we could have elementary schools and where the specific residential places are, because those are smaller schools. But maybe the high school is for the entire town. So since it's got to be fairly big, it would need a big area. And I didn't see a good place we could put it up in here in the middle. So I was kind of thinking about down here. But then this was really where I was actually planning on putting it. And then at the last minute, as I was looking at this, right before I started filming, I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to put it up here. My original plan, we have another fire breaking out. Hopefully they get to that. Fires everywhere. Fires everywhere. I was originally thinking I would put maybe a road that comes off down here, kind of like an industrial bypass road that would go outside of the city and maybe come down this way somehow. But really, there's no good way to do that. So instead, we had a town meeting about it. And all of our people have voted unanimously. Well, almost unanimously. There's always that one holdout. In this case, it was Fred. So Fred was the only one that didn't agree with this. But we have decided that this will no longer be Main Street down this way. So instead, we are going to call this Center Street. So let's go ahead and rename that there. So, and we are going to move Main Street. We're going to rename this. So Young Street here is now Main Street. There we go. So we have Main Street running this way now. Because honestly, when you look down this street, it totally looks like more of a main street than anywhere else does. Like much more so than that does. I like this as Main Street instead. So this is going to be Main Street. Right down through here. Now we also have some problems over here where I kind of forgot to put water over here. So we should probably fix the water issues we have going on right now. Before we get into building anything else, let's fix that. I'm just going to bring this all the way down to there. And then there's another one over here. Apparently I have a problem over here. I don't know what I did, but I messed up somehow. So we are going to take that out. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's doing that, but and let's move this water down to there. There we go. So yes, there is going to be a house there that's not getting water, but it'll be fine. What is this? How did this house get over here? That's not a house in my list. Get rid of that. That's totally out of the ordinary. Are there any others like that? No? Alright. So currently we have $30,000. I think this should be enough to build what I want to build. Let's go ahead and get rid of these here since they're no longer good. And there is one more thing I want to do, and that's get rid of the industrial areas here. Because we have the industrial areas on the main highway. This was pointed out by Robert as well in my first video, that I put the industrial on the main road. And he's correct. I did do that. But I totally meant to do that because I was going to change it later, and it just kind of worked for the time being. But we're going to rezone. This was also at the last town meeting. We decided to rezone this. And I kind of took steps towards this in the second episode where we were moving things around and I was putting these roads and stuff in because I want the industrial to be down this way instead of up here. So we're going to rezone this into being commercial. Since we need more commercial, I think it just makes sense. So one thing I want to do is just go ahead and flatten some land here. Get ready for what we plan on doing. Let's see. I need to get out of that mode. Turn the brush size up. There we go. And let's flatten out this land here so that when they build on it, it kind of just works. Yeah, let's get down here, flatten that out, flatten that out. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get a lot of that there. Maybe if we smooth that out. Soften terrain. Let's see. Maybe. I was looking at this off camera, and I really like how that road kind of comes up like that. That's really cool. It's a neat little feature. It's a neature. Let's go ahead and rezone all of this as commercial. And I'll get that as well. And I guess this would be a park or a parking lot or something. I don't know. But we'll get some of that in there. And let's get some more residential over here as well. Let's do that. Let's actually hold off on the residential for a little bit longer. Instead of building any more right now, and besides, we have half of the residents are burning down anyway. So let's go ahead and delete a bunch of trees, because we have trees everywhere as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's do marquee, and I only want to select trees, so I'm going to take everything off except for trees. Alright, there we go. So apparently there's a button here, and I don't remember which one it is, but there's a button I hold down that I can only select. If I select one of these, it unselects everything else. I just don't know what the button is. So, but what I'm going to do is just take out a bunch of these trees in here, because we don't need any of those trees. We'll put them back later when we do need them. But I've got a ton of trees that we just don't need. In fact, we have some trees that are like in the middle of the road, so we really need to kind of look at that as well. Get rid of these. And I think there's some over here too, so I'm going to center this up a little bit as I can. We'll take all of those out and all of these out. There we go, that should work. And we'll take out these over here as well, because we are going to be building a lot over in this particular area. There we go. I like that. And before we can place any large project, everything needs to be flattened. Completely flattened. So we're going to just do all of this land down in here. Let's get all of this. Probably going to go right up into that area up in there too some. So flatten that out, flatten that out. At least all the way down into here somewhere probably. In fact, let's grab this right here and let's flatten this out too. We got all these houses and stuff are like on unflattened land, and it's causing driveways to look really weird. We'll flatten all this out. This is what I was saying by I'm probably only going to get so much done today, and that's it. Probably won't get a whole lot done, because I'm going to try to make a smaller episode. The one thing I guess about making a smaller episode is I can do more episodes, so you guys will have more to watch. And just by dividing things up, instead of trying to do too much at one time, which just makes the video too long, I suppose. So I guess I just kind of thought most of you would enjoy a longer episode like this, because it's like a more of a filler video than anything. I kind of thought you guys would like that, but I was wrong. You guys don't. So, which is fine. Alright, let's go ahead and put, let's grab this road here. And let's put this up here, like that. Actually, a little further. So we're going to go this way with it a little bit. Might bring it down to here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take out all of that there. We're just going to redo that. Just like that. It totally works for me. And we are going to put in a road here. We're going to do a one lane, one way. Is that what I want to use? I think so. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So we're going to take this here. And do I need to turn on road anarchy? I think I need to turn on. Yeah. Let's do a 45-degree angle. And then bring it down this way. Let's do... Oh, come on. Stop. Stop. Stop bending the road. I might do 9. Let's do 8. That looks correct, so I'm going to go with it. Now, this, however, did not work out correctly, so we'll try that again. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Pretty snazzy, actually. Now let's grab a high school. So, I already have one in mind, which is Streamline Modern High School. That's the name of this asset, and I really like this, so this is the one I want to use. Probably do... Yeah, that's probably good right there. That looks nice. Alright, now we need a football field. Because football is the biggest sport that we're going to have here. So I could put it like that, which actually works quite well. Is this where I want to put it? Maybe. Or do I want to put it the other way? Let me try something here. If we put it like that, it should have just enough space up there in a corner to maybe work, which, yeah. Yeah, well, I totally want to do that right there. The only problem is, I'm not able to get it exactly where I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it here, and then I'm going to use the move it tool, which I need to grab buildings, and then move it over to where I want it over here. So this football field is it's a high school football field by King Leno, is the makers of this one, which is, it's a really nice asset. So we'll put this over here. Is that good? Pretty close to good. I'm gonna move it just right there. That works for me. And then I'm going to build a parking lot over here. This would be like student parking, also to be the parking for like most things when they have games and stuff as well. We'll use this one here, the 40 meter. I think will be fine. I don't want to delete the buildings over here though, so right about there. And I'll probably end up scooching this over a little bit too. I'll grab both of these here, move them down a little bit. Or actually, I'll just move the football field up just a little bit. There we go. That's good. That looks great. Let's put a driveway into that as well. So, toggle node snapping. Yeah, sure, that works. Alright, finish off our parking lot now with our thingies in here, our actual parking spots. We'll use these right here. Once we get these just right. That looks good. And then we will go with, I think, some handicap spaces as well. Yeah. Let's see. Come here. Get just the right angle. We'll pop these up here. And my entire city is probably burning down as I'm working on this, so who knows? But we ain't got time to do that right now at the moment. We've got no time. Let's go ahead and put a couple of handicap parking spaces in here, actually. Good enough. we'll call that a day. That looks really, really good. We are going to need some water up here, though. So let's grab water. Bring that up to... Oh, there is fine. And then bring it over here. Now, normally I try to keep my water lines right on the road, but in this particular case, it's kind of an open field, so I think it'll be fine. All right. Unpause. Should get the water up there. All right. Now, there is one more itsy-bitsy thing I want to place over here, and that is going to be, let's see, a road. I believe that's going to come like this, I think. Let's use a 2-lane alley? Maybe. No, you know what? Let's use this drive road over here that's in this set. I think that would work great. So if we put that, oh, I don't know, somewhere over in here. I really would like it to be road guidelines. I don't know if that's straight or not. It's hard to tell. Can I get it straight? I want to say that's straight. That's about as straight as that's going to go, I think. I'll just use this plain gravel road then. It's fine. Put that down through here. And again, it does that. I don't know why it wants to take and put the path down that far, but I do not like that at all. Now, hopefully, maybe I can go and try to find another road we can transfer this over to make it look like an invisible road, because I'm not a big fan of that right there. But anyway, here's what I'm doing. Like I said, I've kind of already planned a lot of this out, but it was just going to be somewhere else, is all. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right there, methinks. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. And then got to get rid of these trees. Yep, that'll work. Okay. And go ahead and delete that road there. And grab this road here. I don't know why it's going to do that. Crap. That's annoying. Really wish I didn't do that. But anyway, we're going to take that right there. And then I think we will grab that road again. And let's do a curved road. Make sure I get this just right. Kind of zoom off a little bit here. That's good. Alright, and then we'll just go back to straight. And here's what I'm going to do at this point. I'm going to grab all of these roads, the baseball field, get all of these, and move these back a little bit. Oh, I can't. No, I can. That's right. I can totally do this. It's going to be tilted a little bit, but I actually kind of like that, so that's fine. And let's grab this road here and bring that over to here. Now, it looks like we are going to have to get rid of a house there. That sort of sucks, but that's what to do what we got to do, right? And then grab this road and bring it down. I like that. That works. Then I'm going to grab one of these. Connect it there. Move this over to there. And I think I might be able to move this down a little bit to right around there. Yeah, and then I am going to have to move these around. That's fine, though. Take this baseball field and move it a little better there. There we go. That looks great. Alright, now let's go over here to our surface. And I believe if I paint that right there, totally gets rid of that. Not over here, though. Don't want to do that. Our brush size is a little too big for what we want to do here. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine right there. Maybe just a little bit on the edge here. That'd be fine. All right, let's go ahead and grab, I don't know, some parking lot spaces. And let's throw some parking lot spaces in here. Let's do the 4x2s. Keep that just about right in there. And we'll put another one right over here. That looks good. There. Alright, let's get that, and put that all on the same plane. Maybe it's this road down here that's also not right. Could be a number of things, but we're going to try to fix them all. I hate when it does that. Just let me click. There we go. Let me click when I want to click. Perfect. There we go. Fix that. Now we have a nice parking lot right there. Look at that. It's fantastic. But we're not done yet. Nope. We're going to do some tree work. A little bit of foliage. Let's go with, let's see what we can find in here. Let's find a few trees here that will work for us. Leafy full. Leafy tinned. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and put a couple of these here and there. And we're going to kind of put them around. I think it's auto-saving. Come on. There we go. Looks good. And I need some taller ones. Let's see what these tall ones look like. Maybe those. These pencil pines are also quite nice, though. junipers, gum trees, large hazels. I think the pencil pines. Let's use the pencil pines. I'm varying the trees because of something that I actually just heard. So I was watching City Planner Plays video, and he was saying that usually in city designs and stuff, they try not to set a tree on like all the way down a street, like just keep on using the same tree one after another, because if a disease hits one, it suddenly will hit all of them. So it's best to kind of vary your trees a little bit, which actually makes it look really nice when you're actually looking at it any other way. So I think that works quite well. And we are suddenly out of electricity over there for some reason, and I don't know why, but we are. So could be an electrical problem. But we're also out of employees. There are so many things going wrong in our city right now while we're working on this that we're going to have to probably look into next episode. But I want to grab some more of these trees here. First of all, we have trees in the middle of the road, so I'm going to get rid of those. And then I'm going to use this right here to kind of smooth out this mountainside a little bit. It's just kind of annoying, so we'll smooth that out just a little bit there. That works. Not quite as large of a mountain as it was, but I do rather like that. And let's do some hedges. Let's grass put down through here. Tall hedge. This one here. Yeah, that'll work. Gonna just put this right down through here. And then I'll put one over here too. And then, yeah, smaller one right there. And then just kind of line this road with some hedges, essentially. Won't do a whole lot. The entire object of this episode is just going to be like making a really decent school. So I might as well make it look pretty nice. Crap. Move it to where I want it. There we go. That's good. I'm completely happy with that. And then let's get a large tree in here. Again, I like the idea of using one of these. This is kind of that tree that like everybody gathers underneath of, like right before school starts or ends, or maybe they might eat out here, you know. So just like one big tree. There we go. And you know what? I might put another one over here as well. I don't know. Maybe it's the Twin Elms School or something. Elm of the School of the Twin Elms. Who knows? It's called something. Alright. Let's... I'm gonna go ahead and keep this back here, but I am gonna surface paint this a little bit back here so that kind of go into this. Make that look somewhat decent back here. That's fine. There we go. Now we have a little bit of parking in the back, and we got some parking over here as well, which works very well. You know what I might end up doing is maybe taking these right here and copying them over to here. This looks good. Oops. And make another copy. If I can get that just right. There we go. That looks good, actually. You know, and let's go ahead and put some right over here on this side, too. The faster thing would be to just grab the other ones from the other side and just move them over here, but ain't nobody got time for that. Alright. And let me find this leafy tree here. Leafy full. No. Split trunk. Leafy ode. Man, I might use some leafy odes over here. Trying to find a good tree that's tall. Leafy tree 2. Well, sure. And again, I probably should be using different kinds of trees here. And then I'm just going to kind of come down this way with some of these trees here. And just kind of random a little bit. There's a few others in there. Just to kind of make that look fairly decent. And let's do... Oh, you know what? I don't really know what kind of trees to put out front here. I just want to do a tree of some sort. Common tree overform? No, that's not going to work. Plain street trees? You know what? No. Too small. Street trees. Street trees will work. And then maybe some bushes. Bushy's too big. Big bush too big. Pine scrub bushes. Maybe? Pine scrub bush 4. Pine scrub bush 4 it is. You can never go wrong with pine scrub bush 4. Until you do. Those look a little bigger anyway. There we go. And that's actually quite nice. I really like that. One more thing I want to do here for this, and that's I think I would like to kind of have this all over here to be just concrete over here. And let's just fill all that in right there. Yep, that looks nice. I like that. And there's our high school. And we are done. That will do it. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of our build today as we build a high school area here, which looks kind of nice, I think. Hopefully the video doesn't end up being an hour long. I don't know exactly how long I've been working on this, but I don't think I've been working an hour. I do want to give a huge shout out to my patrons, which are Raven Ravel, Dragon Mist, Dr. Awesome the Wizards. You guys are gold, silver, and bronze patrons. And I also want to give a shout out to my newest patron, Brian Cruz. Thank you so much. And Matthew Scott. Both of you are just my dollar pledges, but I appreciate it. Nonetheless, that doesn't make you any less than the others. So every little bit helps. If you guys are interested in becoming a patron, check out my Patreon page. And it definitely helps the channel. It keeps me in my computer where I can keep producing content, keeps my internet bill going, and it keeps, basically where I can buy games and DLC and stuff in order to produce content for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. If you have any comments at all that you would like to suggest or anything for the town or what we're working on today, as far as this video goes, put them in the comment section below. Every comment helps the channel grow, helps the video grow. Every single like that you also do, so hit that thumbs up button. That also helps the channel grow. I can't count how many times I've had people say, oh, you deserve more followers. I do, but the only way I'm going to get that is by the YouTube algorithm suggesting my content, and it does that by looking at how many likes, how many comments, and how much action each video that I produce gets. So the more you guys do that, the better my channel will grow, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you to every single one of my subscribers, every one of my viewers. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I'm out of here. Wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Thanks for watching.